Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another reaction to an Akira Complex song. This one is a collaboration with Camellia, and this is Reality Distortion. I'm not going to be as negative as I was yesterday. I'm pretty sure I got all of the tears out after the song yesterday, and I don't think that will happen again. But this is still part of the two that I'm listening to right after learning about who Akira Complex was, their work, and experiencing their work for the first time and their situation. And here I am listening to another one. I also love Camellia, so I'm excited to hear what they have put together for both of them. That's going to be an amazing experience, I can already tell. So I'm not even going to delay it any further, and without further ado, let's go! I love a good atmospheric beginning. Always and forever. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was a very quick change. I love how they did that though. They like must have enveloped it to like crank in some extra frequency. The punch was really strong there. Great sound design, as expected after the last song. Oh man. Ooh, I kind of came in off beat at first, throwing me off already. All right, this smells like a Camellia drop. Ooh, ooh, wait. Ooh, I actually can't tell. That could be Camellia. But I haven't heard enough of Akira to know. That could also be them. Ooh, ooh. Little funky offbeat rhythm there. Okay, what's next? Okay, this feels like Camellia. All right. The speed on this one. Oh. I love that synth in there too. Love that like bitter-doo in there. That's so sick, dude. A little bit of a delay on that one. That was definitely Camellia work right there. The weird pattern changes and offbeat times, like, it's so characteristic of Camellia. Okay, go ahead and change it by half steps. Nobody will notice. I will. Like pitch bending, basically. Yep, there it is again. One more. Before settling back in again. God, the sound design. Camellia also has already done some crazy work that I've heard. And Akira Complex, through just their first song, I already love their sound design. So hearing them both do their amazing work on one, oh, this is a gift. Okay. man, again, this heavy side chaining is so Camellia. I wonder if this melody is more Akira, though. I've heard Camellia do similar stuff, but something about it feels a little different. God, it really feels like you get bonked on the head. I turned into a bobblehead at those transitions. Ooh. Yeah, it's... Reality Distortion is such a perfect name for this. Because, like, at every transition, I felt like I was losing touch with my sanity for just a split second. And I had to, like, double check who I was. That is some insane work. Again, I've already heard plenty of Camellia, but... Oh, man, Akira just matching that energy is such insane work. Being able to keep up with Camellia is a huge, huge talent. For real. So I actually yapped quite a bit during the reaction for this one. I think I was just so hyped that my word vomit was just kind of spewing out. But to put things into a little bit more phrasing that makes a little bit more sense, I did just have my first experience with Akira Complex yesterday, and I have learned about a lot of things about their life since then. I did a rabbit hole dive, found out a lot of things I didn't know about their work, and I'm so glad I did that, but I also have not listened to any more in hopes that people would request more in the future so I can listen to more. But in just 2 songs, she's proven to be an amazing composer, and it really does suck that we won't get more. I talked about that a lot yesterday, so I'm not going to get into the weeds of that discussion again. I think I said it the best I could yesterday, so if you want to hear what I had to say about that one, I highly recommend you go watch that. I did cry. It happens, you know, when you love music and you have a connection with a composer like that, you're gonna cry a little bit. I would at least hope you do. Be open enough to feel things that deeply. But at the same time, when we're looking at these two working together, we're looking at powerhouses in their field. 2 people who are so aware of their skill, their talent, and their knowledge, really, of the craft. Their exact direction is so clear in how they handle things like mixing. It is beautiful. I've always loved Camellia's work. Both of their production skill talents are unrivaled as far as I'm concerned. I have a lot more to work off of with Camellia than I do Akira Complex so far, but they both did amazing work on this song together. Just like I said, 2 powerhouses working together, you're going to have an amazing time. The mixing on this was gorgeous. The handling of all their synths was beautiful. The design of each synth was so full. They felt perfectly balanced, as all things should be, in every way, shape, and form, in every single facet of this. Every synth that needed to be a little bit more sharp and break through the mix was just as sharp as it needed to. It still had just enough softness that it didn't feel overwhelming or hurt the ears, and it was mixed in so beautifully well. All of the low end, very similar. It had just enough low end resonance that you're like, man, I'm feeling this. I'm able to get this in my bones and just kind of exist in the space. And like I said multiple times in this video, I was kind of losing touch with reality. Every time there was a transition, I turned into a bobblehead because my face was trying to figure out exactly what direction I needed to move next. I couldn't figure it out. I was just feeling the music so hard, and they did an amazing job working together on this. These 2 are clearly titans of their craft, and I'm so glad they have legacies to leave behind that are so great as they are, and that they were loved as much as they are. And it's so good to see that in the music community in general. Usually people I listen to and talk about, I talk to, you know, like I've made connections with these people, and I've learned how they've gotten to this point, why they've gotten to this point, how good they are as composers, and I've understood it to that degree, and I hope I can do that with Camellia soon. We are in the works of potentially doing that down the line, but at the same time, I would still love the opportunity to be able to talk to Akira Complex. I just know that can't happen, and that does definitely suck. I would love to hear more of what she has in store, what more she could offer if she had the time to do so. But like I said, I was not going to make this a sob fest again, so I'm going to call it here before waterworks start up. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to hear some other stuff I've listened to from Camellia, there's plenty of those to pick from. Or the last video I did on Akira Complex just yesterday, that was for Ether Strike. That was an amazing track, an amazing experience, so I highly recommend watching that one if you want to see my real, like, visceral reaction to hearing them for the first time. And I did have this at the very end of the video last time, but I put it in text because I wasn't aware of certain things until after recording, and I wanted to pay homage in the best way I could and pay my respects. So for this video, as well as the one on Ether Strike, all of the proceeds I make from the ad revenue on that and any like super thanks or anything that are donated for that video will be going straight to the Trevor Project, just as a way to pay my respects to Akira Complex and their amazing legacy left behind. And I hope I can get to more of their music down the line. I hope people keep requesting stuff from Akira. But like I said, I've yapped enough, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go check out those other ones or request one down below, and I will do my best as always to get to it. And otherwise, if you just enjoyed this one, you want to follow me and support me for other stuff down the line, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!